Hey, how's everybody doing out there? Back again with another video. Today I'd like to talk about my two favorite operating systems on Android. Now, my two favorite operating systems are Oxygen OS and One UI. Now, I know there are a lot of different operating systems out there. There are many. But throughout, the years and all the ones that I've used, Samsung definitely has always been a favorite of mine, basically solely upon, I just like the way it's organized, and also I like the features. And with Oxygen OS, I just started getting back into OnePlus maybe a couple years ago, because I liked them when they first came out. And I liked the operating system, but I just wasn't heavily into it because it lacked features. It was more stock Android than I really like, and I'm not really a big fan of stock Android, but they're a little bit more customizable than stock Android and have a few more features. So I like Oxygen OS a lot better now. But these are definitely my two favorite Android. Also, people call these skins, but they're OSs, operating systems for these particular companies. Now, of course, the foundation of both these phones are Android, and these companies put their operating system on top of Android. Now, with some, like in the past, Samsung was always known for being a heavy skin, where they felt like it bogged down the system and too many features. Also, if you got it through a carrier, it was too much bloatware, which Oxygen OS, you never had to worry about bloatware or anything like that. And it was lighter and it was faster. But Samsung has definitely caught up when it comes to speed and reliability and efficiency and all that over the years as they've, gotten better, because it used to be TouchWiz, and anybody that's been in this, smartphone thing for a while know that TouchWiz was always accused of being very laggy. And I can't lie, it has been in the past. Now with the Samsung Experience, which came before One UI, I didn't have an issue with it, honestly. Some people still didn't like it, and they still called it TouchWiz, even though it wasn't. It was the Samsung Experience. I thought it was organized well. I liked it. I didn't have an issue with it. But One UI definitely made it even better because it made it one-handed. BW used it one-handed. Everything comes down a lot lower, and I'm told that's what Oxygen OS is getting ready to do with their new version of Android. They're gonna make it more organized and make it more like Samsung, where it's more one-handed. But just real quick, I just want to share with you why these two are my favorite Android operating systems. Now, the thing that I'm looking for when I'm getting a phone and I'm looking at the software, these are the high points and the most important things I'm looking for when it comes to the software. I want speed. I want smoothness. I want efficiency, otherwise known as optimization. I want features, customization, and future software updates. All those things are incredibly important to me. And you're going to get that on both these operating systems. You're going to get speed, you're going to get smoothness, you're going to get efficiency, optimization, features, customization, and future updates. With OnePlus, they've been doing 3 years of updates for quite a while now. Samsung just this year decided they're going to start supporting their phones for 3 years, because they've been stuck on 2 years for a long time, and it was way overdue. They should have been supporting their devices for 3 years. I don't know why they took so long, but they there, and that's all that matters. Now, let me quickly talk about the OnePlus operating system first, and I'm not going to get super detailed and super scientific about this at all. I'm going to just try to keep this really down to earth and just basic to what I like about the Oxygen OS operating system. The thing that I like the most about this is that it's very efficient. Okay? It's optimized extremely well, which makes the battery life on this device crazy. I'm serious. Heavy usage on this phone, medium to heavy, 2 days without any problem, without any battery anxiety at all. Okay, I love that. And when I use this phone, light to medium, anywhere between 5 to 9 days of battery life. That is insane, okay? And the fact that this phone is so buttery smooth, and I know some of you have heard that before, but I'm just being real. This thing is just so crazy smooth. When they talk about fluid display, they're not lying. This is a fluid display. I didn't really understood what that meant initially when I started hearing about the fluid display. I'm like, fluid, what does that mean? But when you start using it, I mean, it's super smooth and super responsive. It's crazy fast. I mean, the scrolling is ridiculous. I mean, look at this. I mean, even if you can't really see it on camera, I'm trying to tell you, this is the fastest scrolling phone, like with scrolling, that I've ever used. And getting in and out of apps, like with the with the motion gestures, without using the buttons, I mean, it is the smoothest. And with the fingerprint sensor, the in-display fingerprint sensor, it is the best in-display fingerprint sensor I've ever used on a device. I mean, it's just flawless. 100% accurate. It is fast. It has an animation to it, and it also has haptic feedback. Now, when you look into here, you'll see this is the way it looks now. Now, this is going to change the way it's organized. I don't know how much, but I haven't gotten an update yet. I know the OnePlus 8 series has gotten the update, but I have yet to receive mine as yet, so I'm looking forward to it. But this is the way it looks right now. And it's fairly simple, and it's easily. So you got your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, you got your display. When you go on the display, you got your adaptive brightness, you got how long to sleep the phone, you got screen calibration. What that means is how do you want your display to look? Do you want vivid, natural, or advanced? I got it on advanced. When you go a little lower, AMOLED with wide gamut, I put that on. Then you got sRGB and display PG. You can go cold, warm, or you can go in the middle. I'm kind of in the middle. And I prefer vivid, but for some reason, advanced actually looks better than vivid, so I keep it on advanced. Now, when you got down to resolution, now this is the part that really impresses me about this. Now, not only is it a Quad HD display, which I love, it's a Quad HD Plus display. Okay, maximum resolution of 3120 by 1440. It's beautiful. And you know what the best part is? 90 hertz refresh rate. Now, when I talk about the battery like I just did just a minute ago, I'm running this phone at 100% brightness, Quad HD Plus resolution at 90 hertz refresh rate all the time, and I'm getting that type of battery life. So imagine if I cut it down to Full HD Plus with only 60 hertz. Can you imagine how much battery life I would get then? It would be crazy. So OnePlus knows how to make software, okay? As you see here, 90 hertz refresh rate, all right? Of course, you got your night mode, reading mode, your vibrant color effect. I got that on, ambient display, font size display, status bar, auto rotate, and screen saver. Of course, you got more customization with wallpapers, fonts, tones, sound and vibration. You got your buttons and gestures. You got your alert slider here on the side. Now, I don't use it at all because I always keep my phones on vibrate because I get a lot of notifications and I don't want to constantly be hearing my phone go off. So my phone is always on vibrate. So whether this button was on here or not wouldn't matter to me. Now, I know for some people, that button does matter. But the type of job I have, it just wouldn't work for me. So it doesn't matter for me if it's there or not. I do like that it's there, but it's not a big deal for me. Okay, you got your apps, your notifications, security lock. Of course, you got your fingerprint, face unlock, emergency rescue if you need that, privacy, location, your battery. Now, the battery, like I said, is awesome on here. Look at this. 26 hours the last time I charged this phone. I've been on the screen for over 4 hours, and I got 48% battery. Okay, 48%. All right, it comes with the storage. It comes with 256 gigs of internal storage, which I do like that. Now this is the OnePlus 7T Pro. If I forgot to make that announcement, sorry about that. All right, so in here you got basically you can see which apps are using up the most storage. Photos and videos is always going to be the #1 thing that I use when it comes to these phones. So you got accounts here. You go in your account, just my accounts up there. Digital well-being, Google, utilities, system, about place. Now there are other things in here you could change, like it doesn't have always on display yet, but it's getting it with the next update. And also you could change your icon packs and things like that. It's not highly customizable, but for the people that really like stock Android and they want a more simplistic, simple take on Android, they're going to gravitate to Oxygen OS a lot more, because there are people out there that don't want a phone with a bunch of features. They don't need that. Some people feel like they will be overwhelmed, with having so much stuff to choose from. Not me. I'm the total opposite. I prefer a phone with tons of features. That makes the phone more valuable and more fun. And I like to tweak and change and try different things on my device all the time. So that's just me. Now, I'm not, like I said, I wasn't going to get into everything. I just wanted to show you the layout. It's very, very simple. Nothing to it. Now, this AMOLED display gives you some super deep blacks, vibrant colors. Now, I turned the brightness down a little bit. Excuse me, so it wouldn't be too bright for the video. But it gets nice and bright now. I'd wish it got a little brighter. And I know the OnePlus 8 Pro does get brighter than this. So looking forward to getting my hands on that device relatively soon. Now, like I said, for me, the thing that I like the most about this display, it's bright, it's vibrant. And I forgot to mention this too. Now I know OnePlus is not doing this anymore, but the fact that this thing has 0 cutouts, like it's all display, because it has a pop-up selfie camera. So this is all display. And also, you see the way I got my apps all set up? That's the freedom and the freedom and the customization of Android. You can make your home screen and your phone look like however you want it. You don't have to have you don't want, like for me, I like to be individual. I like to have things, my phone look the way I want it to look. I don't want my phone looking like everybody else's. And that's one of the main reasons why I can't stay iOS, because they put you in a box and won't let you do what you want to do with your phone. I don't like that. People are paying a lot of money. Let them set their phone up the way they want. I don't understand what the big deal is. Now, if they want it simple, they can keep it simple. If they don't want it simple, they can, customize it. But not giving them the option is what I don't like about iOS. So my favorite things is the display is beautiful. Also, I just want to say the speed. Oh my God. The speed on this phone is crazy. Okay. It's the fastest phone that I have in my, in all my phones that I have. This one in my, I gotta admit, the Huawei, that Huawei Note that I have, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's a big phone. It's a giant phone. But the processor on that is fast too. That current, it's crazy fast. So it's in competition with this. So, but just on a regular basis, now I can't use that phone right now only because no Google services. So I really don't count it, but it is super fast. But anyway, back to this. The speed, the fluidity, the smoothness, the optimization, the efficiency. I'm telling you, this phone is crazy. And it's going to get 2 more updates. So I love that about One UI. Now, I would definitely highly recommend any OnePlus device, because you're going to get future updates. Because like I said, they support their phones for 3 years. So you're not going to have to worry about future software updates. So they have everything that you would want in software. Okay. All right. Now for the One UI. Now I love One UI, because it's highly customizable and it has tons and tons of features. Now it is fast, it's smooth, it's fluid, but when it comes to speed, it ain't touching OnePlus. OnePlus is much faster. Okay. And the scrolling speeds are even way faster than it is on this phone. And the difference is that's 90 Hertz. This is 120 Hertz. And the OnePlus at 90 Hertz is still faster. when it comes to scrolling and getting in and out of apps. And this has an older processor in it, okay? The 855 Plus. And this is the 865. But this phone is still faster in scrolling, just speed and smoothness. Now, this one is smooth too, but it's just something about this. You wouldn't understand it unless you had both devices. But back to the Samsung. Now, this display is absolutely gorgeous. They make the best displays on any smartphone, period, hands down, in the story. Okay? Now, but when you look up here, I want to show you something real quick, and I'm going to make a quick comparison. Look at these toggles. Okay? Now, for some people, they may come to themselves and say, oh, that's too much, and I don't need all that. And that's okay. Everybody's different. I just want to show you the difference. All right. Now, you can see right here on the table, you got all of these toggles. Okay? Now, go to the next page. That's it. Them the only toggles you're getting. I'll put it up so you can see it. This is it. All right? 16. That's it. All right? That's all you got to work with. You pick up the Samsung, and it's like, look at this. Look at all of these things you can use on your phone. And you got a second page. Loaded. And you got a third page. Now, just quick, let me tell you what they are. Of course, I'm not going to go over the usual stuff because that's just the norm, okay? You got the one-handed mode, which is something that OnePlus don't have, which I think they should have because this is a tall phone and people with small hands, they would benefit from being able to make it, one-handed mode. Now, if you don't know what that is, I'll show you real quick. See that? That's one-handed mode, okay? You can go from left to right, all right? That's one-handed mode. Full access to the screen, but it's easily reachable because it's smaller. And you press that, you make it big again. Every Android phone needs one-handed mode. So let me go back up here. So you got screen recorder. You got your flashlight, your power mode. You got your wireless power share, reverse wireless charging, something that this doesn't have, but the 8 Pro does have. So that's not the biggest deal. You got your nearby share, which you can share things with your phone with another Samsung phone, somebody had it. You got your do not disturb, your DeX support, which is something that OnePlus don't have. Now, DeX is basically turning your phone into a laptop experience. And the DeX is awesome. It works. I'm eventually going to get into a video about DeX now that I have a Samsung TV because I love DeX. Because you could have your phone mirror the TV, use it like, like a computer, but then you can still use your phone if you need to use it for other things and it won't affect. It won't be no disruption or anything. I love that. You got your smart view. That's another way of, basically mirroring whatever is on your phone on your TV. You got music share. You got secure folder, which I love. NFC, always on display, quick share, sync, edge lighting, Dolby Atmos, Bixby routines, Samsung Kids, focus mode, which I use, mobile hotspot, call and text on other devices, Bluetooth filter, link to Windows, scan QR code, airplane mode, split screen, multitasking, full fluid I forgot that one, but forget about that one. I can't remember the name of it right now. File Guardian, secure Wi-Fi, and live caption. You just get so much. You just get so much more with the Samsung. Like I said, I know everybody don't care about that. But let me show you really quick how it's set up. Now see how here I like this a little better. The fonts are bigger. Everything is organized very well. It's in its own section. You got your connections, sound and vibration, notification, display. Now with your display, you got your light or dark. You can put it in your brightness, adaptive brightness, motion smoothness. You go in there. You could pick from 60 hertz to 120 hertz. The only thing that's messed up about it is that you can't use it at its highest resolution, which is a disappointment. It really is, because for you to have to spend $1,400 on a device and you can't even get Quad HD at 120 hertz is just unacceptable. You got your blue light filter. You got screen mode. Same as OnePlus, a little different. OnePlus actually gives you a few more options than this. This is just vivid and natural. And you got your advanced settings. And that's pretty much it. Actually, OnePlus gives you a bit more options when it comes to the screen mode. Okay, you got your font style, screen zoom. I got it in full HD because that's the only way I can use the 120 hertz. Full screen apps, screen timeout, home screen, easy mode, edge screen, navigational bar. Now the edge screen basically is your edge panels and your edge lighting. So if you go in the edge panels, as you can see, these are all my edge panels. Now you could put as many as you want in there. You can go to the Galaxy Store. You can download even more. Okay, so edge panels, I love it, and I'll show you that a little bit more when I'm, in a minute. With the edge lighting, basically, it lights up. See all the borders light up around the phone? I'll do it again. See that? That's not the biggest deal, but I love that. Now, OnePlus has something similar to that, but it's a little different. But I like Samsung because you got the effect, you color, you get advanced, you got so many different choices, which ones you want to use. And you could decide how transparent you want it, the duration. Do you want it short, medium, or long? I like the long duration. That way I can enjoy it. So I love edge lighting and I love edge panels. All right, you got accidental touch sensitivity, show charging information. You got video enhancer. Now, I'm not going to go into everything. I just wanted to go. The only things I really talked about was display on this one, and I went in deep with display on this one. But then you got your wallpapers, you got your themes, you got your lock screen, you got your biometrics and security, you got your privacy, location, accounts backup, Google, advanced features, digital well-being, parental controls, device care, apps, general management, accessibility, software, tips and help, about phone. I mean, it's just so much. And I love that because I love options. I love features. I love to be able to change as many things as possible with my device. That's what I prefer. But everybody's different. So I love both. I love really both operating systems a lot. Now, my favorite, of course, is going to be the One UI, only because, like I said, I prefer a device with a bunch of features. But like I said, when it comes to speed and efficiency and smoothness, nothing right now that I've had is touching Oxygen OS. That's just a boss. Okay? But if I had to choose between the two, I'm going to go with Samsung One UI because, like I said, I want all those features, and I love the way Samsung sets up, how they have everything organized. But like I said, right after it, right on its heel, like this is A1, this is A2. I love the Oxygen OS because it's better than stock Android. Because I've had I've used Google Pixels, and they're too boring. I mean, they just don't really have no features. They're trying to put a few more, but it's too simplistic now. Like I said, everybody's not the same. There's some people that like that simplistic approach, that vanilla Android experience. I don't like stock Android. I don't even know what the fascination about stock Android with so many people is, to be honest with you. I really don't. I mean, if it's about speed and smoothness, or maybe it's just about software updates, I don't know. But I don't know what the big deals. I like a more stock Android feel. I don't even know what that means, honestly. So maybe somebody in the comments can explain to me what's so special about stock Android, because you could get actually a Samsung phone that's unlocked and don't have to worry about any bloatware. So if that's an issue for you, you don't have to worry about that. Or maybe it's because Samsung adds all their apps and then Android add their apps. And now you got 2, sometimes maybe 3 of the same app. I can see that, but that's not a big deal to me. That don't even bother me. You take whatever apps you like, you put them all in a folder. Like you see here, I got all my stuff in folders. So having 2 apps of the same thing is not even an issue. I put everything I want in one folder. I'm good. Regardless of what it is, everything's in a folder. So that 2 of each in every app, that's not an issue for me. Okay? When I set up my home screen, it stays that way unless I decide to change it. So double, triple apps don't mean nothing. It's not affecting the performance of the phone at all. So I don't know what the big deal is, honestly. Both these phones are great. So you're going to get a great Android experience, software experience on both of these devices. One UI is phenomenal, and Oxygen OS is phenomenal. Love them both. The two best operating systems on Android, period, in my opinion. Now, I know some people out there may disagree, and that's okay. That's what we're here for. We agree and we disagree. It's all right. It's just tech. Speed on here is good. You're getting very good smoothness because of the 120 hertz. Efficient, it could be better. If I had to pick between which one is more efficient and optimized better, it's clearly the OnePlus 7T Pro, easily. Okay, and I'm talking Oxygen OS. I'm sorry, not the particular phone, but the software. Oxygen OS is way more efficient and optimized over One UI, and that's basically so on the battery. This battery can I charge this phone once every 7 to 8 days. And you know what that's going to do for my battery? It's going to allow my battery to last longer because I'm charging it less. I have to charge this every single night because the battery is not going to last. And even when I don't even use this phone, one time I didn't turn the screen on at all. I didn't turn it on for over an hour, and I lost 6 to 7% battery. That's not good. Samsung really needs to fix their standby time on their devices. They're terrible. I mean, it's 2020, and their standby time is still not good. So, no, One UI, Oxygen OS is far better as far as efficiency and optimization. Features, of course, Samsung wins this by a mile for those that care about features. And software updates, not unfortunately, but Oxygen OS gets software updates faster than Samsung puts out software updates. But I will say this about Samsung: if there's an issue with the phone, they will put out updates to try to rectify it, like the fingerprint sensor, the face unlock, the autofocus on this S20 Ultra. They will put out software updates to try to fix issues that's on the phone, and I do respect that from Samsung. So you're not going to have a problem with either. You're going to get a great software experience on both of these devices. Both are excellent, and both are definitely worth going with. Now, as far as these other ones, I've tried so many different ones, and either I don't like MIUI. I don't like MIUI because it's kind of all over the place. It's not organized very well. Stuff is it's just not organized well. That's the main thing. It's not organized well at all. And I don't like when stuff is not where it should be. Stuff is not properly, sectioned off, grouped together where it should be. It's just a mess. Now it's highly customizable, but it's a mess because it's so disorganized, in my opinion. So Oxygen OS, One UI, these are the top dogs in my opinion. So thank you for taking the time to view this content. Sorry it took longer than I expected. Like I said, when I start talking about tech and things like that, before I know it, the time just gets away from me. But I do appreciate you guys taking the time to view this content, and I hope everybody out there is staying safe. And I'll be doing my battle of the budget phones very, very soon. This week, definitely going to make that happen for you guys. All right? I'll be comparing the G90 Pro and also the Poco X3 and the Samsung A51. So those will be the three phones I'll be doing a battle of the budget phones volume 3. I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers, and to all those that just subscribed. Thank you so much for your support. I wouldn't have this channel without you. All right, I hope you guys staying safe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.